Hello, 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 beautiful people, and welcome to the Loose Lip Podcast. Or should I call you ghouls and gals? Because today we are doing a brand new segment of the Loose Lip Podcast, and it is all about special effects and horror movies. I am a humongous horror head. I love everything about it. I've worked on movies and TV shows that have to do with special effects makeup, and I love everything about horror and monsters and scary things. So I thought, why not combine my new passion of podcasting as well as my love for special effects? Thus was born the glow-in-the-dark segment of the Loose Lip Podcast. The Descent is what we're doing today, and I'm going to be turning myself into one of the crawlers, which is one of the cave dwellers within this movie. I'm very hard to scare. And when I first saw this movie, honest to God, I couldn't move. I was glued to my seat, my nails in the chair. It was so great. I do not have a fully stocked special effects studio. I'm just in my office, but I will be using the materials that I have in my special effects kit, as well as some application that I got from an amazing vendor. With that being said, let's get into it. Let's get into the horror. Let's get into the scares, the details of the movie. Let's get into the monsters with glow-in-the-dark, crawlers, and contour. Now, I'm going to be using a full-face foam latex application. I got this from an amazing company called Mostly Dead. They're out of Las Vegas. Not only is the customer service superb, but their pieces are really quality. The one that I got that I'm going to be using today is a full-face foam latex piece, and I think I got this one for $25. It was in their imperfected section of the store, and honest to God, for something like this that I'm doing, I think this is going to be perfect. I'm doing it for fun and shits and giggles. I think this is going to be a great piece. I also have a bald cap. I know I'm already bald, but it helps keep the hair down. I have a full buffet of products that I'm going to be using, mostly from Mehron, which is a special effects company, as well as Temptu, which is an Airbrush company. I have some castor oil and alcohol activated paints, a few pallets of them. I'm going to be using those to get the details down and really get the texture into the skin and the foam. I will be doing lists of things that I'm using in the description of the video, as well as up on the Loose Lip Podcast Instagram. If you have any questions about what I'm using, if you want to know a little bit more about the details, feel free to leave a comment below. You ready to get into it? I'm so excited. So while I take the time to take off my makeup and put on my bald cap before we start creating the creature, let me tell you a little bit about the movie itself. The Descent is a claustrophobic nightmare wrapped in darkness and drenched in blood. It follows 6 badass women on a cave expedition that turns deadly when they get trapped underground, and then they realize they're not alone. What starts as a survival story quickly spirals into a full horror frenzy as the group is hunted by terrifying, blind, cave-dwelling creatures, which is what I'm going to turn myself into, kind of. Now I'm going to start applying the foam latex mask here with some spirit gum. I am allergic to latex, but that never stopped me before, and telling you about the awesome team and directing crew that worked on this film. The first time I saw this movie, I was already working in special effects and knew quite a bit about the field, but this movie sparked something in me. A reburn for the passion I had for special effects and creating monsters that only live in our minds. Not only was there no CGI effects used in The Descent, but the caves that the actors are in were all created by the team headed by Simon Bowles. He's a genius if you ask me. This man really has a way of taking the audience and immersing them into the world he creates. Here I'm adding some liquid latex and bathroom tissue to the edges of the mask and onto the bald cap so that I can create a smooth edge connecting the two seams. The caves are massive and were used and recycled throughout the movie to give a claustrophobic and immersive experience. The cinematographer Sam McCurdy used headlamps, glow sticks, and flares as the main light sources for the film only. No stage lighting whatsoever. As a viewer, you're not supposed to see everything, and these effects created a perfect situation for fear. The special effects in the film are wild! To it amped up the fear factor. The actors playing the women in the movie didn't see the crawlers in full makeup until the cameras were rolling. their reaction in the movie is 100% real. There's an iconic moment where Sarah, our main protagonist, bursts out of a blood pool after hiding from the blind monsters hunting her. That blood was actually no, it wasn't. I'm just kidding. It was actually dyed water and food-safe additives to make a thick and sinewy-like consistency. No virtual effects there, ma'am. Not one. Just gallons and gallons of stage blood. God, I love it. The actors and dancers playing the crawlers would spend 3 to 4 hours a day in the makeup chair getting practical effects done. John Rafik, the head of the special effects team that also included Paul Hyatt and Tanya Lodge, wanted to create a creature that was a human-bat hybrid that was blind and used echolocation to find its victims. These crawlers have milky white eyes because they cannot see in the dark caves, and their skin is a translucent white mud gunk and blood splattered all over it. With my effects, I'm using a combination of foundation, alcohol-based paints, powders, and thick special effects blood to create a similar feel to what the crawlers might look like. And I mean similar. I didn't get every little detail down on this application because number one, there would be a lot of latex used and I don't want to look like 1,000 bees attacked my face tomorrow. And two, I'm only going to be wearing this for this video and not for hours of filming a movie. And I would like to take it off later. Even though it's not shared in the film, there's a full backstory on the crawlers. They're a species that evolved from isolation underground, from cavemen that never left the caves and got lost down in the depths. The actors were encouraged to speak to each other in screeches and clicks when on and off stage. The attention to detail made way more than just monsters with doing these things on and off set. It made them an evolutionary nightmare. The crawlers were an original idea by director Neil Marshall in collaboration with Paul Hyatt, who both agreed they wanted the crawlers to be more human-like and make them much more frightening. From the bone-chilling storyline to the incredible crew and cast that brought this living hell to life, The Descent will always be one of the movies that actually scares the shit out of me. All right, beautiful people, are you ready to see the creation? Let me just pop these contacts in real quick, and 3, 2, 1.
Well, there you have it, folks. We are officially done. We did a nice little quick deep dive into the movie and the special effects. I have to say, I know for a fact this does not look identical to what the crawlers look like. But again, I only had things to work with, so I think we did pretty good. We're going with what we have, and thanks to Mostly Dead, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. If I had a full body on right now, I think it would work pretty good. Thank you for joining me on this fun episode, and I'll catch you on the next one. My camera literally can't even focus on what's going on right now. It doesn't even know where a part of my face is what. So I'll catch you on the next one, you guys. Thanks for being with me. Bye. Now, I know this is the completely incorrect way to take off latex applications, but you can't really use them again. So I only did the edges too. Oh, my baby hairs. If anybody is professional with doing special effects, I know this is not the right way to take it off. I'm doing it anyway. Oh. Now that's sexy right there. Look at my face. He's got little teeth. Which one looks better? Kind of going for demon mommy over here, and then we've got some dripping blood. I mean, I do me. Oh, I'm fucking with stuff. I'm gonna. I got it. Oh shit, the camera's still on.
You guys have no idea how many Diet Cokes I've drank today. I think I've had at least 5. And I had my Ritalin. So I'm either going to crash out at some point or I'm going to pass out. I'm not really sure which one. Blah, blah, blah. La, 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 la. La.